Happy Monday. Today, August 25th, 2008. I'd like to thank everyone for listening to video 1 and 2. This is Homey3 with a smiley face on the end. Here in video 3, again I would like to address all members of the Democratic Party, especially the superdelegates. We know what we talked about in video 1 and 2, and even talked about and introduced a book that I authored or channeled. Well, what does that book have anything to do with the Democratic National Convention of 2008? It is because and reason as to why I am talking to you today and in the past 2 videos. And what gives me the right and power to do so. I told you to view the website for this book. I stated I would email you a copy of the book. Now, over the weekend, we found out that Senator Obama has selected a running mate. We also found out that the Credentials Committee finally accepted and approved state delegate votes of Florida and Michigan to be counted as a full vote and not half a vote. Well, why did the Credentials Committee wait up until now? Why didn't you do that back in March? Another way of the political process of dragging their feet. We talked about how neither candidate was a true winner on the evening of June 3rd of gaining the full total or tally of state delegate votes to claim victor without superdelegates and their committedness. We understand in life that these superdelegates should never stand out during primaries to state who they back or whatever. That their job is solely at the convention time if needed. And that if needed is when there is no candidate to claim outright victory on the end of the primaries with the full tally of the state delegates. In this primary, we have that situation. Now, superdelegates. How many of you were committed to Senator Clinton during the campaign and then jumped ship from March to June? Remember what I talked about a ball game and a ball team. And as far as the other uncommitted superdelegates during the primaries, who really is your choice come convention time? You know, we looked at the polls this morning and we looked at Senator Obama, even with the Republican Senator McCain. You know, it was a shame that Senator Obama would choose somebody else rather than Senator Clinton as his running mate. We also know how the polls show that many Clinton supporters will not back Senator Obama. I stated this to the Democratic National Committee in Washington, D.C., and to the committees of Florida and Michigan back in February of 2008 of what would take place over the course of the following months if certain things aren't done right and correctly, especially with counting the votes of these 2 states of Florida and Michigan. Being a clairvoyant, and I know that some religions tell you do not listen to such because it is workings of the devil. Well, the devil I don't back. Because you know what? As growing up and seeing that and finding out that the many political figures of our country and around the world have never led a righteous and straight and narrow path of the belief of God. But yet, the people of this country and other countries have voted them into office. And even while in the office of President of the United States, they would live a life of what you want to call ill repute, or some aspects of not living a righteous life. Anyway, for being in a political office, there are times that you have to do things that are against the laws of God. So some feel they could get away with certain things. You know, even as a young child, I wanted to run for this office called the President of the United States of America. I belonged to the Boy Scout troops. I was the bugle boy. I played taps for every meeting, even carried the colors in parades. But you know, it takes a unique individual to play that tune, especially at gatherings of remembering the dead that fight for freedom of this country and the right way to live. But the right way to live, we look at these people, they should be role models. And when I look at the candidates of Senator Obama and Senator Clinton, I would consider Senator Clinton a very honest and outspoken person. Same with Senator Obama to some degree on honesty, but not full. We already talked about his dishonesty with wanting to keep 55 state delegate votes that really don't belong to him. He didn't have his name on the ballot. And he waits a long time to request for certain actions of the Democratic Credentials Committee. We don't want to harp on that too much. We know the outcome of who won the popular vote. What is your real choice, superdelegates? Why does one have to claim victory when he didn't gain enough state delegate votes to claim victory? It was a very close race. And as a speaker and somebody who writes and claims that he talks for God to the public of the world, I'm giving you some advice. In prophecies, there are always choices and future events of life. You can either go to the left road or the right road. You have two choices here, ladies and gentlemen. Which course will it take you? Would you really like to know? Well, I know this, that if Senator Obama runs for the office and is picked for the candidate for your party, he will not win come November. If you choose Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton, she will win come November. It is your choice. And the polls dictate that this morning. I highly suggest doing the right thing. No one person should claim victor when they had only 1,763, I should say actually 1,708 state delegate votes from the United States of America. He didn't have enough of the state delegate votes to claim outright victory. Superdelegates, your role, you're not committed to nobody when it comes to convention time. Listen to the public of this country. Listen to what the righteousness wants. They got the votes counted and accepted. Now it is time to do the right thing at convention time. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, think about it. May God bless and come back and listen to video 4.